Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the next installment of Mark's Minutes. This is the Passion Week. It's a week that we celebrate Easter, and we had Palm Sunday last week, and it's just kind of different. I guess we don't get to meet together the way that we normally would and really celebrate what the Lord has done for us and what this week means to our faith, but that shouldn't stop us from remembering the greatness of what He has done. Maybe we do it a little bit differently than normal, but I do encourage you to take the time to read through the story and to remember again and be talking to people about what this week represents to our faith. And so this time I thought I would just read for you a little bit out of Luke chapter 19. This is Jesus coming into Jerusalem, and I just want to make a few comments from there. So I'll read from Luke chapter 19 starting at verse 28. It says, "After Jesus had said this, he went in ahead going into Jerusalem. As he approached Bethphage and Bethany at the hill called the Mount of Olives, he sent the two of his disciples, saying to them, 'Go into the village ahead of you, and as you enter it, you will find a colt tied there, which no one has ever ridden. Untie it and bring it here. If anyone asks you why you are untying it, say that the Lord needs it.' Those who were sent ahead went and found it just as he had told them. As they were untying the colt, the owner asked them, 'What are you doing?' They replied that the Lord has need of this colt. They brought it to Jesus, threw their cloaks on the colt, and put Jesus on it. As he went along, people spread their cloaks on the road. When he came near the place where the road goes down to the Mount of Olives, the whole crowd of disciples began joyfully praising God in loud voices with all the miracles they had seen. 'Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord. Praise be to the heaven and the glory to him on the highest.' Some of the Pharisees in the crowd said to Jesus, 'Teacher, rebuke your disciples.' 'I tell you,' he replied, 'if they keep quiet, the stones will cry out.'" What I want to draw our attention to in this story is verse 40. And he's talking to the religious leaders, and they're telling him that they don't want him to have him be worshipped, that they wanted to tell the disciples to be quiet. And Jesus said that if they would stop praising him, even the rocks would cry out. And so my encouragement to you guys is to make your praise be known and be heard. Don't be silent. Praise God for what he has done. If you need to do that over the phone, or I guess if you want to get really wild, you can just walk out on your front steps and start praising the Lord if you want. But spend some time with your family. Get out a CD or go online and get some praise music going, and just spend time praising God for what he has done, for the miracles he has done in our lives, and do it out loud. Do it with a loud voice. We need to be encouraged that God's plan is still being carried out. Maybe it doesn't look that way right now. We're kind of in the middle of a bit of a struggle, but I think thinking about the disciples in this Passion Week, they didn't know the plan either. They were following Jesus, and when he was on the cross and he was dying, and when they buried him, the disciples were discouraged. They were depressed. They hid in fear of what was going to be happening to them, and it's not so much different than now. We don't see what's coming of this. We don't know what's going on with the struggles that our society is facing. And so, but here's the neat news, and I want us to be reminded of it. On Sunday, everything made sense. On Sunday, with the empty tomb and Jesus being raised from the dead, the plan came out. So maybe now we're in the middle of a Friday, as far as the church is concerned. We're discouraged and we're hurt over what's going on, but Sunday is coming. When God shows the plan for what it's worth, and all of this discouragement and fear will have a purpose. It'll have a reason, and we'll be able to celebrate it and say that this is what God has done through this. And so in this Passion Week, as you guys are reading through the story and studying it together with family, just remember that Friday may be here, but Sunday is coming. So be encouraged together, and hopefully you guys have a good week. Should just make a note too, there was a couple birthdays this week. I know that Braden had a birthday, so happy birthday to Braden, and Nicole had a birthday as well. So hopefully you guys had a fun time celebrating with your family, and they went out of their way to make something special for you. Looking forward to seeing you guys again sometime soon. So stay in touch. Feel free to phone or send emails. If there's things you need to talk through, please do give me a call here at the church, or give me a call on my cell phone, and I'd be happy just to visit with you and see how things are going. been visiting with lots of you, and that's been good. So people are well, just for you that are wondering, everyone's doing well. Be encouraged. God is still good, and his plan is being carried out. So thanks for checking in and tuning in, and we'll talk to you guys again soon.